My brother was calling out people, and I had to choose whether to shoot them or not. So I shot, and I did the same thing for him. So I shot a drug cartelman and something. Oh, no, not a hippie.
You gotta shoot them on sight.
Nah, he passed me a doobie, and it was good.
You don't want to shoot
cartelman at somebody else.
Yeah.
And
Man,
he shot
I'm
an internet
hippie.
troll. And he shot an internet troll and Dick Cheney.
Oh man, you fucking gotta do that. Yeah, if you don't shoot Dick Cheney and
No
internet
more
troll,
YouTube comments for you.
That's it. All right. Hi everybody, this is Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 111. That's one. Yeah! I'm your co-host Yam Juice.
And I'm your co-host Flex.
And we've got a pretty interesting show for you today. Right here in the studio is my own sister, Bajewel. This is my hand. This is my hand I'm waving. We're like in the same room.
Oh, she's right next to you.
She's right next to me.
That looks like
something?
a completely different room.
I know, it does. That's my 12-string guitar over there hanging on the wall. Anyway, and say hi, Bajewel.
Hi, Bajewel.
All right, can you guys hear that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, and we've got, of course, our super-duper guest who's looking pretty fly today for a white guy, Mr. Aaron Irish Shark. Yay! What's up, Aaron?
Part of my house exploded at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay,
I should probably talk about that. So
let's hear
when
about
I
that.
say the house exploded, I don't literally mean my house is just a pile of rubble in the yard behind me now. The water boiler blew up, and with it blew up our boiler room, obviously, and part of the pantry that was behind it. And so it's just like a complete dusty fucking mess in the house right now, and I'm not allowed to go in because I'm allergic to dust.
Wow.
And my mom got sick because she had to go into the house so much and get stuff, and she's allergic to dust too.
Wow. So what caused that? What happened?
Too much pressure in the pump, apparently.
So did water blow up or did gas blow up?
Gas.
Wow.
Dang.
God damn.
That could have hurt some folks.
If our counter hadn't been made of an old bowling alley, more of that house would be gone.
Wow.
Well, let's talk about what the hell are you talking about? Bowling alley? Your house is a bowling alley?
My stepdad renovated an old bowling alley into countertops, and he put a finish on it and everything, and we use it in our pantry now. Used to use it in our pantry.
You're talking about the surface where the ball rolls?
Yeah.
That's your countertop?
The actual lane.
That's
that's
quality.
cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's quality wood.
That is cool.
Yeah. That shit's strong, evidently.
It is
I
strong.
bet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a wonderful use.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
very-
Next time you have to demolish a bowling alley, don't get rid of the lanes, man.
Give it to us. We can put it...
Yeah, no shit.
We're just glad nobody got hurt, man. That's what's important.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, that could have been nasty.
I was really worried about my brother because he's 10 feet from the boiler.
Damn. So did water go leaking like a mofo?
No, we turned it off pretty quickly. And the repair teams were out here in like 4 hours.
What time of day did it happen?
5 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Man, that's a hell of a wake-up call.
Yeah.
So-
I slept right through it, apparently. I'm on the other side. I'm on the other end of the house, so it wasn't loud enough to wake me up, I guess. But,
What would it take? A howitzer?
evidently I can sleep through the apocalypse.
Well, actually, that's a good thing, probably. You know, it's
Maybe.
nice to... Well, those kind of people who are wakened up by the slightest noise of any kind, just like, that's got to be a drag, you know?
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, it is.
That's with me. It's hard to go to sleep, but when I sleep until I'm done sleeping.
Yeah.
See, I'm like, if I hear somebody fart 2 blocks away, I wake up. I think that leads back to my days of ill repute when I used to stay up for days on end and do all kinds of crazy things.
Well, you probably also slept with one eye kind of open, too.
A lot.
They'll never get me.
They'll never take me alive.
Yeah, but I'm in here now. This is the trailer that I live in temporarily.
Actually, that's got to be kind of fun, kind of cool.
It's a 23-foot long trailer, which is pretty long.
Wow.
So-
Longest one I've ever been in. And I'm going to turn my laptop around real quick if I can. And there's my Xbox.
All right, all the comforts of fucking home.
Yeah,
Gotta have priorities.
A man has got to stick to his priorities. Absolutely.
I will say I didn't actually go in and get it until day 2. So I was internetless for a whole day. I was having withdrawals. I was shaking. I was scratching my face. I thought there were ants like all over me.
Yeah, you're on Twitter so much. That must have been a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bajewel, what's going on? I happen to be looking at right now. It's like this beautiful laptop. I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah,
can
that's
see it.
right.
I don't know if you can see it. This very cool laptop. Sorry, I stole your cam for a second there.
There you go.
She just got a brand new Lenovo. What would you call this thing?
It is called the Yoga 2 Pro.
And what class of device is this?
This is an Ultrabook.
It's a portable. It's not just a laptop. It's also a tablet. The screen folds all the way around the other whole side, and then you can like Windows 8 yourself into fucking oblivion if you want.
That part's called the 2-in-1. You know,
Cool.
it folds back. It's real fun. And it's very light.
It's very light. It's very thin. This is the first time I've seen it. She told me about it.
Yeah,
And I was like, damn, this thing is pretty fly.
0.6 inches is thick.
Yeah. So it's got It's got an Intel integrated graphics card. You said
The 4400.
4400.
Yeah.
So you can play some games. I mean, you're not going to play Battlefield on Ultra, but
Yeah.
you can play a few games on it.
It's got an i7, 8 gigs, 256 solid state drive.
Cool.
I also have Lenovo, a ThinkPad.
Ah.
I can play Roller Coaster Tycoon and Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Well, hey, Vice City is a fucking good game.
It is. I'm not complaining.
In fact, in some ways, I think it actually might be more fun than any of the other Grand Theft Autos. Well, I mean, what's your opinion on that?
I like the old ones better just because they weren't going for realism. They were just going for over-the-top action-adventure fun. Like, I don't really do the cheats thing anymore, but what I would do is I'd cheat in a tank, and then I'd start the vigilante missions and just, like, unlimited money. Because I had a hard time at that part.
Yeah,
With buying the Malibu Club.
So if realism isn't the thing that's the most important and just going crazy over the top, you must be a fan of the Saints Row games.
Oh, I love that Saints Row games.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with 2 right now.
Oh, really?
Like 2 missions, maybe, I'm gonna guess.
Wow. Okay, so me and Flex have Saints Row 3. Maybe we could dick around with it.
Yeah, I have the 3rd one and all the mission packs for it.
Yeah, T. Gizzle was downloaded it because Ozzy told him to, and he wants to play too, so maybe we can get together.
We could have a Saints Row club. You just try it out. I don't know how. It's like.
We
how
could.
expensive
Oh,
is
we
it?
could
It's
have a
probably
race.
cheap.
We could have a race. We could see who can finish the game first.
Well, you'd probably win because some of us have jobs.
Well, I mean, like we all just take a day, sit down, and see who finishes the campaign first.
How long is the campaign? How long should it take?
I'm gonna say 5 or 6 hours.
Oh, that's not too long.
No, that's not too bad.
That's not too long. Me and Bajewel just
We'll
not
do.
too long
I
ago.
mean, we'll like do it on casual, so it's not like a pain in the ass or anything.
Yeah. Me and Bajewel just finished doing co-op. We played Halo CE Anniversary, and we got to the end, and we saw the credits, and that was pretty fucking cool. I like that.
Yeah.
And then
There's a reason they got to be so big.
yeah, that's the Halo that started it all. And Guilty Spark got away.
Yeah, he was flying it.
After you watch all the credits, which lasts for fucking ever. I mean, it's like, Jesus Christ, they put a lot of credits in there. We finally got to see Guilty Spark. He sneaks out of there.
The guy that's got the key to the men's washroom was in there. Larry Durfman.
Oh,
Larry Durfman,
there's so
holder
many
of the
credits.
Benson's key.
That's it. So I've been playing a lot of Halo in general, Halo 4. And Aaron, you haven't played with me in a long time. I'm sad face.
Ever since I got adopted by Mandy, I've been COD fanboying all over again.
Yeah. And now you're in the cool kid club, and you got no time for us no more.
I take time to play with you guys. Come on.
I know. Hey, I was just watching a live stream, and Flex was in the same lobby with Aaron.
And then my internet said, I'm going to lag now.
So nice job, Flex. Nice job. You know, considering you never played before.
I never played. I leveled up to level 8 today. So
what's your opinion? I've still never played that mode.
I'm addicted.
You like it?
Oh God, it's great with a group. We got to try it.
Okay, so what's that called?
Extinction.
Extinction. Yeah. Where the aliens? What are the names? What are those called? They're like insipids or.
You call them aliens, even though people are like, they're not aliens because they were here first.
Oh, yeah.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
I don't care. Both of them are delicious with salt.
And pepper. You need pepper. What does that sound?
My air conditioner. It's industrial, and I can't turn it down any lower than that.
Wow.
We want you to stay cool. So
you know what it sounds like from this
about
end? It sounds like somebody is spraying the outside of your window with a hose.
It does.
Here, I can just work the mic.
Okay, can we still hear you?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Whatever you did just seems to have magically fixed that problem.
It's called muting and unmuting the microphone.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't got to go crazy because.
Nah, there's a button right here. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay. All right, so let's see. What's the topic? What's the topic this week? We got a topic?
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. That poor motherfucker. See, I was watching Robin Williams back in 1970, whatever the hell it was, when he came out with Mork and Mindy, and he's been entertaining us for a long time.
I still remember my first dirty comedy record was Robin Williams.
He made it dirty?
He made
That
a dirty.
guy made dirty stand-up.
He made a
Really?
he was very dirty, and I got a copy of the album. I was, I believe, 10 years old, and I got a copy of the album, and I went in my room and I was listening to it, and I was snickering away, and I thought I was so cool. God, he was funny.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't that old. He's 63. I mean, that's old, but he probably could have lived another 25, 30 years, That's really sad.
Yeah. There's all kinds of rumors swirling, of course, and then there was the issue of people harassing his daughter on Twitter, so they had to suspend a bunch of Twitter accounts, and she closed her account down for a while.
That's sad.
Well, you know what? There's assholes out there on the internet.
There is.
There's probably some assholes watching this right now, but you
Hi,
aren't one of them.
assholes. Keep firing, assholes.
Well, I saw some post that you made the other day, Aaron, that you're some internet person said something to you and upset you a little bit.
Yeah. I won't go into detail, but I was better at COD than him, and he said stuff that I'm sure wasn't meant to hurt me that badly, but he wasn't being careful like he should be anyway.
Yeah.
That ain't
So
cool.
you know what? That shit's real. People have feelings, even though you don't see them and know them, and they're like, they're just a strange, like, avatar or a voice on the internet. it's like, would you talk to your mama that way, or your friend, or a stranger on the bus or something?
Yeah.
Well, they're
yeah.
not better than me at Call of Duty.
Well, I mean, fuck that. Take it to the human element. There's a human being behind that voice,
Yeah.
behind that avatar, behind that game.
There's a human.
Yeah, with feelings, obviously.
But, people, it sort of is like, it's sort of disturbing. You want to think that mankind is decent or whatever, but when you give them the opportunity to be gigantic dicks, so many of them will take it.
He takes that opportunity.
I'll tell you, there's still good people in the world, though. I walked out of the grocery store today. I dropped a $5 bill, and a guy's like, "Sir, you dropped this." Gave it back to me.
Good on him.
A lot of people,
Yeah.
I told him, I said, "Sir, thank you for your honesty. I appreciate it."
Yeah.
Because a lot of people would have just picked it up and kept right on walking.
Yeah, there still are some good people out there.
So, there's still hope.
Yeah. Well, most of us, don't let it affect them that often. I wonder if Robin Williams was he depressed because of what people thought of him, or what he thought people thought of him?
I bet what some people said about him didn't help the depression at all.
No.
Well,
No.
when you're a celebrity, people go after you. It's like not the majority maybe, but there's always going to be some people, no matter what.
It's that mindset of, you're big, why am I not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Like,
like,
you're better
you've
at
al-
Call of Duty, you're, whatever it is.
Because,
people
like,
are
you've
jealous.
already discovered your talents, but you want other people to notice them, but you don't know how to get it out there most of the time.
That's what's so sad about when depression ends in suicide is there's so many answers that are left unanswered.
It's like, you feel bad, and depression is terrible, but it's like, if you kill yourself, there's no going back.
There
No.
isn't.
I saw a good quote. Basically, it said, "Suicide can make anything better, but actually, it can make things worse, or it can make it so that it can't get any better."
Well, it definitely makes it so it can't get better.
Yeah.
I mean, my thought on it is that when you commit suicide, you're doing it to end the pain, but the problem is you don't end the pain, you just put it off on other people.
Right.
There, exactly.
Well, assuming that you do have loved ones, so
Well,
probably
a lot of people think it's a hateful or a vindictive thing, and someone that's depressed to that level and has that chemical imbalance that's causing the problem. Once everything's out of control, it has nothing to do with hate or anything else. It has to do with just not being able to cope anymore.
Yeah. Kurt Cobain killed himself 20 years ago. It was 1994.
Yeah, he suffered from severe stomach pain. And
He was addicted to heroin, and he had some problems.
he was addicted.
Yeah, that-
He was addicted to heroin because he was having severe stomach pain, and he was using the heroin to self-medicate.
Yeah. And it couldn't have helped that he was married to Courtney Love.
No, she had a serious heroin addiction as well.
Well, she's kind of a piece of work. It's kind of a nightmare.
Oh, you're being
But
nice.
I know, but he had a daughter, and it's like this. It's not.
And
It's
she's
not right.
and she's but she's beautiful, and she's normal.
I couldn't imagine going through something that painful.
Yeah. So how are you doing? How's your health? Are you looking better? Are you looking worse? Or
I get stomach aches sometimes because I don't react well to being hungry, but I'm finally off prednisone for this month, and I'm finally done feeling like shit. So I feel, feeling a lot better. Firing that 20 gauge from like I said earlier.
Good.
Yeah. So you're shooting a 20 gauge. That's gotta be kind of
Sounds
a
fun.
kick.
Yeah, my dad bought it for home defense.
Or remind me not to knock on your door late at night.
That'll do it.
As long as you don't pick the lock and come in, you should be fine.
Oh, I'd so pick the lock, and I'd so sneak in and get your television, and you'd never fucking shoot me. Just kidding.
Well,
We'll see, yeah.
We'll see. I posted on Twitter. I posted on Twitter today, like I put a screenshot of my service record on Halo, and my KD was 0.9, and you were giving me shit for it, man.
0.9. You silly man.
I know. Hey, you are a gifted video gamer. Watching you shoot, the little aliens, you're pretty good at that. You're pretty good at just Call of Duty. You're pretty good at Halo. Is there any game that you ever picked up that you were less good than average?
Civilizations. I'm not that great at Civilizations at all. And it did take me at least 10 years to get good at Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Okay.
Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's your specialty, man.
Like strategy and business games are my thing. Used to be my thing.
What about the other variations of? There's like Sim Ant, Sim this, Sim that.
Yeah.
Airplane Simulator, Train Simulator, which I have. Train Simulator is hard because there's all these things it doesn't tell you about in the tutorial.
So you need to be trained.
I have an interesting story about a train.
Ooh, boy.
Okay.
Shall I tell it?
Sure.
Let's hear it.
Keep the train of thought going.
Train of thought. Yeah.
Well, well, I had community service one summer when I was a teenager, and I had to work out at the fairgrounds. And I had to help the guy that ran the little train for the little kids that went around the track. Well, one day he had a personal emergency and he got called away. So it was Flex's turn to run the little train.
Oh boy.
And he said, no matter what you do, anything else you do, he said, see that red mark there on the dial? He says, don't go past that red mark. And I was like, no problem. So we cruising along, and we're, I'm keeping her steady, popping along, doo-doo, and I take her up just below the red mark, and it's like, these kids are getting robbed. I mean, this ride sucks. It's so slow. So I opened it up a little bit, and started going a little faster, and things were going pretty good, and I mean, it wasn't like it was tipping or anything. So I thought, what the hell? I cranked her up.
Oh.
Came off the tracks.
Derailed
the train. Broke the engine. Had to send 2 kids to the EMT.
Oh.
And I got an additional 100 hours of community service.
Well, the moral of the story is, kids, don't be like Flex.
That's right.
Don't be like Flex.
Hey man, when there was a red mark on there and he told me not to go past that red mark, he fucked up.
Don't touch that button, that candy-like button.
That's
up.
Don't tell people not to do things. They'll do them.
No, don't push the giant red button that says explode everything.
The shiny candy-like button. That's the history eraser button, you fool.
Why did you push the button? The button told me to.
I was actually at the county fair last week. Took my daughter.
So what did you see?
They had she was a 1,300-pound pig.
Your daughter?
No, not my daughter.
Oh, I'm kidding.
No, she was the pig's a record holder for size. And
that pig comes to Oregon every year too.
Yeah. And they had the usual things, cows, horses, They had some. I had a Pronto Pup, glass of lemonade. Looked at the Midway. Got fleeced by some of the Midway game guys.
Yeah, did you have a funnel cake?
No, Paige did.
Ah, nothing like fucking carny food, man.
Yep. No, I just said one Pronto Pup. I got to control, portion control. So, but it was a good time, you know. You get out, get some exercise, see some aminals.
Yeah, you know, I like the county fair. We've gone to it a few times. The Alameda County Fair here in where we live in Oakland. My favorite booth is not a booth. It's like they have a building where people bring their collections to show off. They have these little glass cases.
I went there one time with y'all.
And they show off whatever the hell it is they collected. You know, one person will collect matchbooks from every motel in the West. You know, and they'll have like hundreds of matchbooks. You know, another person will collect Barbies. Another person will collect hot sauce. I mean, it's like every conceivable thing, buttons. You know, you name it, and it's like people collect such oddball shit. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, what do you collect? What do you collect, Flex?
Guns.
Well, let's see.
Guns, drugs, and money. Oh wait, that's a song. Oh no.
Who sang that?
Megadeth.
Oh, okay. So I'm not a big Megadeth person. I don't hate their music or anything. I'm just not that familiar with it.
Yeah. They're speed metal.
Rock out like Flex.
Rock out with the cock out.
Rock out.
Oh, so then my health report.
Flex, let's hear it.
Let's hear.
Well, I got out of the sling. I'm cleared to be out of the sling. My shoulder's healing. I'm now 20% ahead of schedule. So that's going well. On the other hand, I have a 13 to 14 millimeter sized kidney stone in my left kidney.
Oh.
And fragments are breaking off just about daily. So I'm having a kidney stone every day.
13 or 14 millimeters. That's a pretty good size thing.
So I see the urologist on Monday to discuss what we're going to do to resolve this problem, because I'm going to tell you, the pain's getting just a skosh more than old Flex can handle.
Is it worse than the clap?
Way worse than the clap.
So have you had the clap to know the difference?
Yep. And the
I can't imagine that Flex hasn't had the clap.
Here you go.
Okay,
here's the clap. Okay, here's the kidney stone.
Oh.
Ow. Woo. So
Man.
that's Flex's health report.
Oh.
Yeah.
Arm, better. Kidney stones, not so much.
Damn. Well, at least it's good to see you, you know, up and around. Put your hands up in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Yeah, you guys didn't know I could get so funky.
Oh, you always been funky.
I'm a funky monkey. All right, so let's talk about. All right, so I don't know if you guys want to talk about any kind of serious topics or not, but like, you know, recently in the news is that that police shooting in Ferguson.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
want to talk about that?
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay. So, as everybody knows, a white cop killed an unarmed black 18-year-old, and there's been racial problems and police problems and riot problems. So, what's the story? Bajewel, you know a lot about this story.
Well, the thing that struck me, by the way, I have this terrible echo, so that's why I'm talking funny. But the thing that struck me was the militarization with the tanks and the tear gas and the sniper positions and all the body armor and shit. It's like looked like the Clone War folks, but in black.
Okay, so this is Ferguson's own police department.
This is the St. Louis department.
Oh, this is St. Louis's police department.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were in charge to start with, and they were provoking people and launching tear gas grenades. They said, "Go home after dark," and then they attacked after dark.
Reminds me of Resident Evil.
Okay, so it was an overreaction apparently by the cops. I mean,
The police way overreacted.
Unrelated to the thing. Supposedly, the young man stole some cigars from a store.
right. Shortly before he was
Shortly
shot.
before he was shot, but that wasn't why that wasn't the altercation that caused the shooting.
Okay.
The altercation that caused the shooting was he was walking down the middle of the street, and he wouldn't get out of the middle of the street.
Yeah, him and his buddy were walking down the street.
And this is the law's side of the story, I do believe.
Right.
They claim that him and another individual were walking down the middle of the street and wouldn't get out of the street. Then the individual that was with the 18-year-old that got killed attempted to assault the officer and tried to go for his gun. At which time the officer pulled his revolver, and then we know the rest of the story.
And he shot him. While the
Shot
officer
him.
was in his car.
He shot the young man while he was basically he was defenseless, and he was far away, and he had his hands up.
Well, witnesses, I guess, it's like you have to decide whether you want to believe.
He was in the car though.
No, he
I
wasn't.
didn't hear that part.
No, he wasn't in the car. The police officer had him by the car.
Well, somebody supposedly, according to the cops, assaulted the police officer, and he's allegedly has a swollen face, which we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen the officer's swollen face that he talked about.
No.
Now that would give me more reason to believe that he's telling the truth if he in fact did have a big fat lip or something. I don't know.
Give yourself a fat lip easily.
But anyway, this is not the first time that there's been sort of racial tensions regarding the police in that department. So they kind of have a tricky situation.
We're having a terrible time here, right here in Minnesota, in the Twin Cities, with gun violence, and it's not racial. It's black on black and Mexican on Mexican, and it's like gang wars. They're like, and it's taking out little kids. It's like genocide, for crying out loud.
Well, we've always had a problem in Oakland and kind of the ghetto areas where gangs do their thing. Gang there'll be drive-bys and there'll be retaliations, and there'll sometimes be innocent people caught in the crossfire. But this in particular is getting a lot of attention because of there was looting. Okay, there was riots and looting
Afterwards,
in that town.
Yeah.
And I guess that's when the police had their big reaction with the riot shields and the tear gas and all that shit.
Well, first of all, I have a real problem with our military giving our police departments any excess military gear. Okay, we don't need a paramilitary police force. We do not need a police force that's armed with a fucking RV that's built for war, i.e., a Hummer or
a tank.
These are IDE
and apparently they had snipers deployed
on the tops of these 14-foot tall vehicles.
Yes,
that's how big they are.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have one. My small hometown has one.
Wow.
But you're describing right there is just martial law, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is.
Yep, you hit it on the head.
Yeah, so what's the situation now? Is it
it's peaceful?
It's calmed down?
No, tonight now, I don't know.
Yeah.
On the 5 o'clock news, they said there was they were imposing a curfew,
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Okay.
a lockdown.
Well, so there's also been demonstrations across the country. Like I definitely read this morning that yesterday there was a demonstration in Oakland. We're very politically, the Trayvon Martin thing is it was like a giant deal.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think we had any severe violence erupt out of it or anything.
I
haven't heard anything.
No, there's been protesting here, but there's been no violence involved with it.
Right. Well, it's they did show security camera footage of this young man. He's 18 years old. Strong arm robbing a convenience store for cigars, and he does seem like not exactly a sweet, lovable young man.
Yeah. He was not minding his own business.
Yeah, and they were walking in the center of the street, which is like, what the hell are they doing? You sort of wonder about that.
Yeah.
But
It's all bizarre, but does it really warrant what happened? I mean, I don't know. We don't know.
Don't kill unarmed teenagers.
yeah, so you're just gonna shoot the guy fucking dead?
And he didn't shoot him once, man. He shot the shit out of him.
Oh, really? More than one bullet?
Oh,
I heard, yeah.
he dumped a clip in him.
Yeah.
So
So he was angry. That's the
See-
actions of an angry person.
Yeah.
that's how
'Cause they
they're.
go down after one.
Well, I can
They're-
imagine the scene. It's like, okay, you got a cop, and he says, "You guys get the fuck out of the center of the road." And it's like if they don't comply, right away, it's like then it'll escalate it. Like, get the fuck out of the center of the road now, And it's like if they don't comply, that cop is going to be pissed, and it's like. I think some cops are the kind of person who are very have aggression issues, and maybe that's what draws them to that line of work.
Yeah. See, I can't speak for the police or of the police because I have an authority issue, and I'll just be fucking blunt, okay? I really don't like the police.
Okay.
If anybody has a problem with that, I'm sorry, but I've always had an authority issue. It stems from when I was young and the way I was treated by police officers in my local town.
Exactly. I hate the fact that when I see a cop, I fear. I don't feel safer. I fear
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're not fair.
Well, I
They're
quit
not
drinking.
cool.
I don't drink anymore. But whenever we're driving and there's a cop car, it's like I tense up. It's like, and then I got to remind
Yeah.
myself, I'm not breaking the law.
Every time I'm burning a blunt and I look over and see a cop, it just scares the shit right out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, imagine if you were black and you lived in the ghetto.
God.
Then you'd be
the way-
subject to be stopped and searched. So if you had it on you.
Yeah. Aaron, they're spraying the side of your house again.
I know.
They
Gotta keep this trailer nice and clean.
Are you trailer trash? Aaron's now trailer trash.
I won't lie, I've been in this trailer all day and it's been really hot and I was playing games with my shirt off.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm down there.
All right, you're a natural for it. Well, when you start putting out pink flamingos in front of your trailer, then you've arrived.
I might have to do that now.
I think it would be cool.
I mean, okay, so it's like here we are joking and laughing. We're talking about a serious subject.
well, let's change gears then.
Okay,
Let's lighten the mood because we've been depressing people long enough, I'm sure, by now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's never enough depression in the world.
okay,
No.
Come on.
all right. So
Hey, check
So
out my
this-
bitchin' new shirt.
okay,
All right.
I hate to advocate drugs, alcohol, violence, or insanity to anyone, but they've always worked for me.
that's right. Hunter S. Thompson. That's right. So this
He's got
week,
a good voice there. I like that.
yeah, he's got
I've been
like a
told
radio
I have a
announcer.
good narration voice.
You should work it. What do you do?
I don't know. I just done stuff like that. When I was young, I used to mimic people I'd see on TV. So it's like a Daily Show interview would come on, and I just like copy what he was saying because he sounded so well spoken and everything. I'm talking about Jon Stewart when I say he.
Well, you should be an announcer, or a
Maybe
comedian.
you should.
I gotta get my talents out there.
Well, I'll tell you what. In the meantime, if you want to just do a plug for Bulletproof Underwear, we would love to hear a bumper. You know what I'm talking about?
You want me to do a quick
Yeah. You're watching
commercial real quick?
Yeah, do a commercial.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and you're watching Bulletproof Underwear number 111.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Now say it again. It's like this time, instead of saying 111, just make it generic. It's like you're watching Bulletproof Underwear with the most handsome gentleman in the entire universe, Yam Juice, and that other guy.
You're watching Bulletproof Underwear with the most handsome man in the world, Yam Juice, and that guy.
Okay, you're hired.
Sweet.
I like it.
Actually, you know what we got to do is we got to do a machinima. We got to do a machinima.
We do have to do machinima. Because with that green screen and Halo, we can do anything now.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
And I built that one map, that city, that we can use that if you want.
Yeah. We'll put our heads together off camera here, and we'll come up with some shit.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. So this week has been Gamescom in Germany. They're showing off all kinds of stuff, and they're getting closer and closer.
Oh yeah.
I'm on the beta for the Xbox update, and I got the new update, and it's got you can plug in a thumb drive with music on it, and it's got a media player now.
Oh, that's great.
Got the media player on there now. Got there's a bandwidth usage tool. They said they fixed party chat. And
I guess we'll see.
And they spruced up the friends section, so it's a little more friendly, I guess.
Well, you know what that party chat fix thing, Mojang likes to say they took Herobrine out of Minecraft a lot. Just every update, the people that work on Minecraft say they removed Herobrine, which is this really weird deity that comes out of nowhere if you're in the right place at the right time and just beats the living shit out of you. And every update they say they got rid of him, but they never do.
Right. Well, it'll take Xbox One a while for it gets at least as good as the last gen.
360 wasn't great at launch either.
Right, 360 came a long way over the course of its life. But so as far as the games, they had playable. They had a presentation. Microsoft had their presentation. Sony had their presentation. They showed off, Advanced Warfare, and they showed the multiplayer. And they showed off Halo. They showed off some of the new maps, remakes.
Some Halo, showed off The Division. Quite a few games, actually.
So yeah, this is getting to be the. It's like right now the low is as low as it's going to get. Just about. It's like
we're entering the gaming season.
Yes.
We're getting close. I think Destiny is like 24 days from now or something like that. It's very soon.
Madden comes out on the 23rd.
Destiny's that one smart release that they put out in September before all the other stuff to get ahead of the game.
Actually, I think that's pretty smart because they get a leg up on the November games.
Yeah.
And they're still in time to be a Christmas game.
I've been noticing a trend in recent years where one of the biggest releases will always come out in September, because this year it's Destiny, last year it was GTA 5, and the year before that was Borderlands 2.
Actually September is a pretty good time to do it because you're getting a leg up, you're beating the November games. People are sick to fucking death of the games that they've got in August. They haven't had a new game come out in a long time, and then still your game is a good candidate for a Christmas game.
Yeah. Madden starts it up Madden comes out next Tuesday. And
Madden
then,
football? Yeah.
Yeah,
Madden
Okay, so
15.
yep, and then 2 weeks
Are you
after.
ready for some football?
Yeah.
How big of a franchise is Madden anyway? Do they
Madden's
sell
like
any-
one of the biggest, actually.
It's massive. I'm getting it.
Madden and FIFA are two of the biggest. I think they're in the
So-
top 3, actually.
So yeah, that is Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank. And which publisher puts that out?
Yeah.
EA. It's in the game.
It's in the game.
That's right.
And then
I
after that,
mischallenge everything.
2 weeks after that, then Destiny and NHL 15 come out.
Okay. So Destiny will be huge. It's shaping up to be the most pre-ordered game of all time. That's what
Really?
I heard.
Really?
Yeah.
Destiny?
Destiny's
Wow.
gonna
Yeah.
be giant.
Yeah.
I mean, will it be like Titanfall, where like 2 months later nobody's playing it anymore?
Well, Titanfall didn't have a lot of customization, so it got boring quickly.
And it didn't
Yeah.
have campaign. It didn't have,
Yeah.
it just didn't. And it turned a lot of people off.
Yeah.
It was a very shallow game.
Well, it's still fun. It's a fun game.
Oh, yeah.
Most
Well, the new
of
COD looks like it takes over all of those game dynamics, except for the wall running.
Yeah. The new Call of Duty looks it's like if you like Titanfall, you're gonna like Call of Duty Advanced
it's like
Warfare.
it's jetpacks now. The new trend is jetpacks. Everything's got a jetpack. Halo's got a jetpack. Titanfall's got a jetpack. Now Call of Duty's gonna have a jetpack.
Yeah. Well, it looks actually fun. I'm surprised that it looks as fun as it does, because after Ghosts, where nobody fucking moves.
Yeah.
People are giving Ghosts a lot of hate, and believe me, I'm not saying it's good Call of Duty, but the thing is that this happens every year, is that people just don't move anymore because they're sick of dying so much. It's like, there's always that one perk, in this example, incognito, that keeps you from being seen so easily, and this happened in Modern Warfare 3 too. Remember Assassin Pro?
Right. Everybody
That
ran
kept people
Assassin
from
Pro.
moving real easily.
See, I like what Black Ops 2 did, where Ghosts only worked
When
while
you're moving.
Yeah. So if you want to stop and camp your ass off, well, sorry, the
Yep.
map is going to show you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, UAVs don't work very well in Ghosts. UAV is not that helpful.
The SATCOM.
Yeah.
Why did they nerf the UAV? The UAV wasn't an overpowered kill streak to begin with.
No. Now a single SATCOM is just pathetic. It's hardly useful
Takes
at
more
all.
than one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, unless you got a few of them going, it's like it's barely even worth it. You don't
But
even
if
need
everybody's
them.
running it can get sweet.
Yeah,
You
but
can
a lot
get
of
to
people-
an advanced UAV at some point if you have enough of them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've seen that a few times. It doesn't usually last long because it has to overlap all 4 of them or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who knows? It's like the gameplay that I've seen has looked interesting and fun for Advanced Warfare. We'll see. We got an ace in the hole with Halo: The Master Chief Collection.
Yes.
There's no way that's not going to be good.
No,
Yeah,
that's going
that's
to be
gonna be-
big.
Awesome.
That's going to be big, and there's no way that's not going to be a big success because it's like,
Because that appeals to the Halo fan base, and that appeals to the achievement hunters because of that 4,000 gamer score that they're going to get the chance to collect now.
you got Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4 all in one game for $60. The multiplayer, the campaign. Are you going to get all the like Spartan Ops and all the like secondary game modes?
I think it's just going to be Halo 2 multiplayer remastered. I don't think they're bringing anything out of Halo 4 or 3 or 1.
Well, I don't think they're remastering any of the 3 or 4 maps or any of that stuff, but they'll still be playable.
Yeah.
They'll still be playable. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but you know,
I
it's like,
saw a video with them showing the remastered maps.
those are going to be Halo
now
2
there's-
remastered maps. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Okay.
They showed like
Looks
about
phenomenal.
3 or 4 of them, and there's still about maybe 2 more that they're going to reveal that have the full treatment.
Just look phenomenal.
Isn't the Master Chief Collection the first 1080p Xbox One game so far? Because like most of them are
Well-
running at 720 right now.
Well, Forza I think ran at 1080.
Forza 5 I think runs at 1082.
But yeah, it's going to run at 1080. It's going to run 60 frames a second. and it's going to have dedicated servers, and those are two things that Halo never had before: 30 frames per second and just like peer-to-peer servers.
Halo 1 has PC dedicated servers.
Now, question.
Okay.
When we switch to 1080p 60 frames, is that going to fuck up our capture devices?
Oh
yeah.
Is that why Elgato is coming out with a new capture device?
I think Elgato's doing that because YouTube's getting 60 FPS soon.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
At this time, I don't think it's a big deal to get a new Elgato because we have yet to see how well that's going to work on YouTube.
What's it going to cost? Has anybody said?
Probably like $200 to $300, I would guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet it's not going to be that much more than the regular Elgato costs now. Is my guess.
I imagine it'll
179.
stay the same price, and then the old one will just drop in prices.
Yeah, and then after a little while, they'll just drop the product entirely. But I can tell you this: it's like whatever you render your video as, when you upload it to YouTube, no matter what setting you click on the YouTube player, it looks like shit compared to how you rendered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, my videos, when I make them, they look so sweet. They look so clear and so good. And then, the YouTube player is like, man. it compresses shit. It's like, it says 30 frames a second. I don't think you get 30 frames a second.
I feel like it's 25.
Probably.
Your video is shaky. Do you want us to fix it for you?
I know, it always says that.
It's like,
how can it be shaky? It was fucking filmed with a capture card.
of course it's shaky.
Yeah.
There's fucking Call of Duty players jumping all over the screen like fucking monkeys, man.
That's what it is. It's a very dynamic thing.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you're like holding your shaky handheld camera, it's like, would you like us to stabilize that? Yeah, sure, stabilize that.
They were like, some people were like, I don't know if they'd say complaining, but they were like, that new Call of Duty, they ripped that off from Titanfall. And it's like, they started this Call of Duty when Modern Warfare 3 came out.
Right. You know what? I don't care. I don't care if they ripped off shit from one game or another. I don't care if a game rips off all the other games.
If it's fun, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. If they implement it right, it's like, fine. I'd say rip off every great feature of every great game and give us a super game. It's
Well,
like,
look-
if you can
look-
make it work.
Look at music, man. I mean, every music's totally ripped off, man, from everything. Everybody rips everybody off.
Yeah.
Well, major movement ideas like Titanfall had, that's something that has to go forward. Everybody's got to have it now.
Yeah.
Oh, am I shaking?
Well, you're seeing a little bit too much of the wall.
You think they're gonna have Titanfall? You think they're gonna have the Titanfall 2?
Seeing too much of the ceiling.
Okay, sorry.
Titanfall 2. Of course there's going to be Titanfall 2.
Eventually there will be Titanfall 2. I think they announced it when Titanfall 1 came out in the first place.
Did they? I don't remember.
I remember hearing somebody say something about it.
Now, there's a lot of scuttlebutt that it will not be an Xbox exclusive.
No, I've heard it will be Sony too.
Yeah, so if it's cross-platform, it'll be way, way bigger of a seller than it was. Because, I have to think that they've had time to, like, okay, we're going to have a proper campaign. We're not just going to do this bullshit, and call it a campaign. They're going to have an actual campaign. They're going to put, like, customized shit so, you can grind for weapons and attachments and achievements and all that stuff that they didn't have in the first game. And it's going to be available, to Sony people. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard that most of the gaming population lives on single player only.
yeah, I've heard that. Like a game like Call of Duty or Halo or something, it's like not even half the people who buy it go online. I don't know. Do you believe that?
I actually kind of do.
I was a solo gamer for a long time. I've played a whole
So-
lot of that sort of thing.
So was I.
Single player can be fun.
Yeah, but it's like you buy a $60 game and you play a campaign that lasts 4, 5, 6 hours. It's like, okay, well now I'm going to replay it on hard difficulty. It's like, compare that to like the online where you can play it for the whole year and just get hundreds of hours of gameplay out of it. It's like, seems kind of a jip.
I mean,
That's
hundreds of hours of frustrating enjoyment.
Well, the thing with single player is if it's a good single player, you'll always have new stuff to go back and find.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
New
New stuff to
again. This
explore.
time I'm gonna get all the Easter eggs. I'm gonna
I
collect
feel
all
like
the,
Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid's a good example of a game that has a bunch of Easter eggs you can go back and just keep finding, and it's just endless hours of single player entertainment.
yeah.
I did like at the Sony conference how Hideo Kojima only showed off the box mechanic. I thought that was pretty fun. Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
When they showed it off at Sony, he only showed off how you could hide under a box from your enemies. And like that was the
in that cardboard box.
yeah, and that was the core mechanic of his like advertisement.
I saw that. It was pretty hilarious.
That was
looking.
pretty funny, and then I feel like the rest of the Sony conference was just kind of awkward conversation between a few people.
Yeah.
Did any of you get a chance to see or play the Silent Hill playable trailer?
Oh,
I didn't know they had a playable trailer.
They are coming out with it. It appears they are coming out. The original creator of Silent Hill is going to create a game called Silent Hills, and in the trailer, the playable trailer, you walked around this house several times, and then different doors would open or be closed depending on where you were. And there were little surprises and little scares here and there, and it was kind of just like a neat little taste, if you will, of a tease of what's going to come forward with Silent Hill.
Yeah. Well, we know that you're a big Silent Hill fan. I've never played the game. I should give it a try.
I'm into the Resident Evil Silent Hill. It's
yeah, you've been playing Resident Evil a lot lately.
yeah, I know. Zombies.
Zombies are fun. I love Left 4 Dead. That's my zombie game.
Oh.
Oh, I
me
love
and
that.
Bajewel have played so much Left 4 Dead. It's like, we love that game.
I've gotten to the point where I just mod the crap out of it and play it on my PC now.
So, do you have it on Xbox?
No, sadly.
Oh.
But the mods on PC are fun. You can make it so that the tank, instead of hearing the da-na-na, you hear the theme music from King of the Hill, and it says Hank Hill quotes.
I saw one mod where all the characters are dinosaurs.
Yeah. There's another mod that makes the witch a Teletubby. There's mods that make the zombies Minecraft zombies. Oh, and there's zombies that make... Oh, and there's mods that make the zombies go sound like Tim Allen from Home Improvement. They all just go,
Yeah, okay. We don't need any more of your PC master race.
I'm not being Master Race. I'm just talking about it. It's fun.
All right, so you don't have to have a beast computer to play with Left 4 Dead on PC.
No, you can turn the settings down and play it easily.
Yeah.
So I could play it on my new little laptop?
Yeah, you could probably play it on your laptop.
Yeah. I somewhere along the line I have Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 on PC. We've played it before. I'm not really good with a mouse and keyboard. I'm way better with a controller.
Yeah.
Oh, mouse is so precise.
Yeah.
It really is nice.
But you have to get used to it.
You do.
Yeah.
It's harder to play Call of Duty on PC, believe me.
Well, there's nobody playing it on PC.
Oh, there's a lot of people playing COD 4 on PC.
Well, COD 4, yeah.
And World
COD
at
4.
War and Modern Warfare 2.
Yep.
But the problem is a lot of the lobbies are hacked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, seriously.
But
I saw
some of
somebody.
those hacks can be fun, like the Infinite Care Package glitch. That was fun. I got into a lobby with that one time.
That doesn't sound like it'd actually be that fun. Really.
Well, it's fun
sounds
because like everybody just rushes to the care packages, and then I get in the AC-130 and just start blasting people before they reach the care package, and it's like crushing your dreams, crushing your dreams.
You know, somebody put it on Twitter
You're
somehow like
crushing
a they made a fake, video game ad where they had World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. It's like, Treyarch, for the Xbox One, would you buy it? It's like, oh man, if they made World at War, Black Ops and Black Ops 2 for Xbox One, I would so get that.
I would buy that collection.
That would be awesome. I never got to play World at War that wasn't fucking hacked.
That's too bad.
You can't play World at War right now. It's too fucked up.
No, you can't. You start flying around and
People have
A lot of the lobbies I've played, you have to stay crouched, which is stupid.
one of the
Stay crouched.
Yeah, it makes you stay crouched, or else it boots you from the lobby.
Oh god.
I hate it so much.
Sony did have an announcement at Gamescom. They're coming out with firmware version 2 for the PS4. And that's going to allow you to upload your videos, your share videos to YouTube directly.
Oh.
Right. That'll be a good thing.
But how good is the quality on that?
I don't know, because honestly, I've never used it. I twitched with it. I've twitched with it, but I haven't never used the share function captured.
Yeah, I twitch with my Xbox One sometimes, and that looks pretty good. I don't know. Maybe it looks all right.
So now you've got a capture card. Mango sent you a capture card. You got the cables for it and everything. Have you got it working right?
Yeah, I got it working right. Then the house blew up, and I had to move out here and leave it inside.
Oh, so you just can't get to it.
I just keep getting screwed at every corner.
Yeah, well, we're still waiting for your fucking first shit to come out here.
Well, now I can't give it to you because the cap card's in the house, and I can't get Audacity to work.
Jesus. What's wrong with Audacity?
I won't transfer my files to WMA.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh. Okay. So what video editing software do you plan to use?
Eventually I'm hoping to use Vegas, not Pro Vegas, because I don't need to spend $400 on something that's not even physically there.
I strictly use the home user one that's cheap and it does a million fucking things.
The cap card, when I installed it, ended up coming up with its own software, so I'm just using that for now. It's like Artsoft Showbiz or something.
I know places where you can get Vegas Pro for real cheap. Like
okay, we don't condone this kind of thing, kids. BPU does not condone pirated software. No.
BPU does not condone the use of pirated software ever.
Well, anyway, it's like you can use Audacity. Audacity is great, but if you're having problems, you can just open up the editing window and just record just an audio track, right?
I guess.
Try that.
I'll try that.
Use the editing software's own, capabilities for that.
I do have some game saved, thankfully.
Yeah, well, even if your first uploads that you put on don't even have commentaries on them, it's like, hey, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, man.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see what I got.
I'm gonna start. I'm working on. Start using XSplit and doing my comms with me in the corner.
Yeah. When I did that, I used to call that the Yam Cam.
Yam
Cam.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden you're very muted, Flex. When you got up real close to your mic, you must have done something to it.
Oh fuck!
It works.
How about now?
No.
You're still kind of muted.
You're still too.
How about now?
That's
that
better.
Sounds a little better. Yeah. See, you done fucked your shit up. All right, so I would say we probably covered most stuff. Is there anything you want to say at this point, you guys?
Heads clear,
I think that's
thoughts.
all the news that's fit to print.
Yep, we
All
covered.
right. Remember, kids, don't be like Flex.
That's right. Don't be like Flex.
If there's anything we're going to take away from this episode,
Here, I'll do it in my special announcer voice. Bulletproof underwear does not condone the actions of Flex at all.
all right.
You know
So, if you're still watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 111,
Yay!
Good job.
good job. Yes, indeed. You are a true fan. True fan. So, we'd like to thank our guests, Bajewel, right here in my room. And we'd like to thank Aaron Irish Shark.
Actually, it's not Irish Shark anymore. It's
Nope, it's Aaronic.
Aaron Ick. Aaron.
No one's
Aaron.
pronounced it right yet.
How about Aaron Ick?
You can if you want, but that's still not the way to pronounce it.
I thought
I like that.
I thought
I'm
it
waiting.
was
I like that.
Aaronic.
There you go.
I like
Aaronic.
Aaron Ick.
Flex is the first one to say it correctly.
Aaronic. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm your co-host Andrews,
I'm your co-host Flex.
and you know what that means, folks. Okay. Wow, that never gets old, I swear. All right, so Mr. Flex, take us out.